It's 10:15 on a Saturday. Let's get some work in. Hey! What's up? I'm on my way to Algonquin Park because I want to go and just film some stuff. I don't know, kind of bored. I want to talk about kind of, I think there's a lot of pressure, I think, put on people to do certain things in their life. I don't really have this topic well idealized in my head, if that makes sense. I don't have the concepts or the marks I want to hit in this conversation. So if it's a little all over the place, I'm sorry, but a lot of people want. I think there's a lot of pressure that kind of trickles down from parents and then their parents, and it falls onto the kids that like you need to do something with yourself. You need to make something of yourself, and that's 100% true. Of course you do. You know, if you need to find what you're passionate about so that you can have something to do when you're away from everything else that makes you feel comfortable. You know, that gets you relaxed and enjoy, and that you enjoy your own time. But for me, I enjoy being at home, editing pictures on a weekend. The point I'm trying to get at is just live your life, okay? Live your life. Everyone bends their lives and makes decisions around what their parents want from them, around what their friends' expectations of them are. And it destroys them. And it leads them down this spiral where they just start to hate themselves and they hate what they've done with their lives. And now, by the point they want to make a change, it feels like things are too late. They have a family and they have obligations, and it just gets harder to make the decisions they want to make, but they wish they had made them. Listen, guys, you have one life. You have one single life. That's it. You die, you're done. Don't waste it making decisions for other people. If you want to go out with your friends one weekend, go out with your friends. If you want to stay home and do some work, if you want to edit some pictures like I'm doing, stay home and edit pictures. Do what you want with your life. Stop spending time pleasing people. You will hate yourself for that. And I know everyone's done that before. And I know for a fact everyone's been fed up from pleasing people and just either one, feeling underappreciated, or two, feeling like they wasted their time, or three, just feeling like it didn't do enough for them. Stop doing that. There's a way to make people happy while doing what you want to do. And if someone around you is not happy with the direction you're going in your life, if someone's not happy with the decision you made, that is their problem. They will try to put that on you. Yes, they're going to do that because they don't want the responsibility of having that negativity on their mind. They don't want the responsibility of having to handle that disappointment, so they're going to put it on you. But their expectations are not who you should be. If you put the pressure of other people on you, because I know a lot of pressure people put on themselves is a result of what people have expected of them. Some people are hard on themselves, but why are you hard on yourself? It's because of the values and the lessons you were taught from the people above you, the people you look up to, the people around you. How much more productive do you think you'd be? Or how much happier do you think you'd be? It doesn't even have to do with work. Just enjoying your life and living the life you feel is fulfilling to you. And that definition is different for everyone. Fulfilling to me is getting projects done and having my portfolio with the pieces I want to see on them, and that's fulfilling to me. But for someone else, maybe fulfillment is spending time with family. Maybe it's spending time with friends. Maybe it's having a good social life and a good social structure. that could be equally as fulfilling. I forgot what I was gonna say, but you're you're putting the pressure on yourself to be someone you're not, and all that's gonna do is hurt you. And how, how much more productive, how much more fulfilled do you think you'd be if you didn't have those people putting that pressure on your shoulder? If that pressure that they put on you didn't become your own expectations? Just be careful, be careful you're not inflicting that weight on your own shoulders. Be careful that what people say to you and the way they act around you doesn't affect you. And I know it's really hard. I know it's not easy to be that way, because at the end of the day, between your parents, between your brother or sister, between your cousins, between your friends, you care about every single one of them. And the less they value your decisions, then the harder it is to handle, of course. The more they look down on you, the worse you're going to feel about yourself. But it's up to you to be strong enough, to be sure of yourself enough, to know what you want to do, and stick with that decision, and see that decision through. Why is it that we have to abide by a traditional lifestyle? Get your 9 to 5, work up the ranks, maybe jump from one company to another so that you can get your pay raise, start a family, take care of that family, and then, do all the traditional steps of life. Get married, do this, kids, then grandkids, then college, high school, college, up and up and up, masters, specialties and whatnot. Why is that the thing everyone has to do? Because it's the quota, it's the standard. It's what your parents can talk to their friends about, right? It's what your friends can talk to each other about. It's a societal structure that is so comfortable to us. It's the average, it's the familiar, it's what we've come to know, so it's what we can talk about. If someone deviates from that step, it's hard to talk about, it's hard to understand, because the more you live your life, the more you'll realize a lot of people aren't thinking for themselves. They're thinking based on what their conversations are at the dinner table, based off what their parents have told them they want to see from them. So when they see someone or they meet a friend that doesn't do that, it's hard to understand. It's hard to talk to them about it. It's hard to look at them, unfortunately. But it doesn't have to affect you if you know what you want. It's important, though, not to be on the other side of that and see people as worse than you. It's important not to see people, they don't think for themselves. It's important not to think of people that way, because all that's going to do is create a bigger divide than there already is. It's not that someone that's doing things more traditionally is not as intelligent as you. It has nothing to do with that. No person is smarter than the other. Everyone's just, the way it is, everyone's deciding on their own life. They're choosing their own path, and that's the way life should be. And that goes back to what I said before, guys. If you want to spend a weekend going out with your friends, spend the weekend going out with your friends. There's no right or wrong to that. If you want to spend your Thursday night going to visit your boyfriend or girlfriend, go visit your boyfriend or girlfriend. Don't let your parents stop you from doing that just because you should be working an additional 5 hours at night. Don't let people's unhealthy mindsets and misunderstanding become your own reflection. Listen, when anyone gives you advice, me included, when anyone tells you when anyone tells you how you should do things, always ask yourself, what about what they said do I resonate with? What about what they said do I not resonate with? Form your own opinion. Create your own lifestyle. One person's life is not going to work for you through and through. Not every step is going to match the way you want to live your life perfectly. It's not the way it's going to work. It's not. Form your own goals. Ask yourself what you want from yourself. What makes you happy? What makes you feel fulfilled? Do those things for yourself. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much someone rags on you for not having your shit together or looking like you're a loser just because you didn't do things traditionally, or maybe you come from an untraditional family and you want to go through the traditional route, they're looking at you like you're some sort of freak. Like, why would you want to do that? We have everything you'd ever want. Don't take that as the truth. That's not the truth. Oh, you go out too much. Oh, you go out too much. You have too much free time. You should be working instead. Listen, these people are trying to inflict their own trauma on you. Don't let that happen. Please. If you want to go out, go out. If you want to be young and you want to take 6 months to go travel, go take 6 months to travel. Yeah, I understand the reality of the situation is you need to be able to fund that lifestyle. You know, there's a degree which reality comes into play and you just know, okay, can I even afford to do that? Yes, of course. But if you can and you want to do it, do it. When I was making my way down, you know, I'm on my way down to Algonquin Park on a Friday afternoon because I want to go to Algonquin Park on a Friday afternoon. You know, I've taken this time out of I've scheduled the time out of working, out of my other responsibilities to just go on a hike, go shoot some pictures, go enjoy myself for a Friday afternoon. And as soon as I mention that to my parents, it's a conflict. You know, it's a problem. What do you mean you're going to Algonquin Park? What do you mean? It's 3 hours away. Are you crazy? Blah, blah, blah. It's always pushback, you know? Don't accept that. But fight for your freedom. Fight for your right to be respected enough to do what you want for yourself. Again, it's your life. It's your decision. And people are going to tell you what you need to do to be happy. But it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. Trust me, it's all bullshit. You know exactly what you need to do. Everyone knows what they need to do to be happy. They feel it. You feel that in your gut. You make a wrong decision. You know you made a wrong decision. There's no, oh, maybe it'll work out. It's, no, I made the wrong decision. This is not the right move for me. But I did it because someone else told me to, or I was influenced to make this decision by someone else. I'm telling you, it's just going to cause you a lot more problems than good. And the final thing I want to mention is understand that if you're doing things out of reason of, oh, well, I want to see them happy. I want them to be happy. I don't want to cause them pain. The happiest someone will ever be, if they love you, is to see you as the best version of yourself. And whether that person is telling you what they think you need to do to be the best version of yourself or not, the best version of yourself will always be the one that makes your own decisions. There's no better way to make people happy than to be as good as you can be personally. the better you, the better things are going for yourself, the better, your mental state is, the better your health is, the easier it is to bring that to the people around you, to share that happiness, to share that energy, to show them, say, hey, look, life's not bad. You just have to make the right choices for yourself. And it becomes infectious. Trust me, people are influenced. The people that were trying to influence you to make decisions are now being influenced by you. And you'll start to realize how much of an impact you have. You start to see all the little things people change about themselves out of reflection of you and all the good that you've done for yourself. By fighting for yourself, you make things more possible for the people around you. And you have to understand that. Those people that are throwing their problems on you, throwing the things they want to see on you, they might be telling you that out of their own problems, out of their own situations, the things they didn't want to happen to them but did. The things they think are reality, in quotes, But you break that mold and things suddenly become possible, and they ask themselves, well, why am I like this? Why did I make that decision? And you'll see things change. You will see things change. Look, I'm saying this out of example, not as some way to brag. As soon as I started to take my health seriously, be more consistent and more disciplined about working out and managing my diet, I saw the change happen in my household. In the matter of 8 months, I've seen so much of the junk food in our pantry disappear. I've seen my dad, my sister, and even my mom start to work out. Mind you, to varying degrees. Sure, maybe my mom's not hitting deadlifts on her back day, but she's doing fitness. She's watching her steps. Before I started working out, guys, my family didn't do any of that. Nothing. They would see me running 3 o'clock in the morning to get it in because I didn't get to do it before earlier in the day. They saw the commitment, and that commitment is something they appreciated. And that became their question. Well, what's my excuse? Why am I not trying harder? I didn't tell them, hey, you guys need to focus on your health. I didn't preach. I didn't tell them to do anything like that. But I set the example by just doing it myself. And the times I would go at 2, 3 in the morning, there was conflict. Why you have to go at that time? Oh, I won't be able to sleep. Please don't. Please go earlier. Please this, please that. I did it anyways. Guys, do it anyways. You have to understand. You will change people around you by just doing it anyways. And the same goes for my cousin. My cousin has been staying with us for some time now, and she sees her friends a lot. And I think that's fantastic. I think that's amazing. Because I'm someone that can easily lock myself in my room for weeks on end and never see any of my friends. But I see how that takes a toll on me, and I see the way that can burn me out. I don't take productive breaks. I drown my breaks out with videos, with more screen time than I'm already doing with things I work on, and I don't ever feel rested. And I see the way she hangs out with her friends on the time she has off and the time she can, and how she comes back feeling good, feeling comfortable, feeling rested. And I valued that a lot, and I made the change. I've been seeing my friends more. It's no longer, hey guys, I'd love to see you, but I have to lock myself in my room for the month just so I can focus. And I'm going to have to stay home on my breaks just because I don't want to be going around and getting distracted. No. That's not healthy. And through her influence, not by her telling me to go see my friends more, not by her pushing that on me, just by her acting on it, acting on what she feels is right for herself, I was influenced by that. And I asked myself the question, well, why can't I see my friends too? Why do I need to stay home for my breaks? Honestly, why? there wasn't a good answer. But it's funny because, as I said, with every single one of these situations, there's always conflict. When she wants to go out with her friends on a Thursday night, on a Wednesday night after she comes back from work, after she's put in her time to work, and she wants to go see her friends just as a mental refresh, to check her mental health, to make sure she's okay, to do well, just to keep herself on track. It becomes, you're not working hard enough. You shouldn't be going out. You should be staying home on weekdays and working more. That was the attitude around that. That was the attitude she was given as she wanted to make those decisions. But suddenly she starts to go out, and what happens? I start to go out more. My sister, I've seen she's been taking a couple more breaks, been taking it easier on her work. She still works hard, obviously, but she's not as afraid to step away from work and uncheck that bubble she lives in. My parents do bowling on Tuesday nights, so how can they tell her to stay home? Point is there's no other way to make better people around you than just doing what you need to do. It seems ass backwards. I understand that, but you'll see the way you influence everyone. You'll see the way it impacts everyone's decision making, because that is proof enough that you're doing the right thing for yourself and you're stepping in the right direction for yourself.